This is a mock interview conducted by ForumIAS Academy at New Delhi. The interview panel includes eminent professors, retired bureaucrats, and other luminaries. The objective of the program is to acquaint the candidate with the format and expectations of the personality test conducted by UPSC.
May I come in, sir?
Please come in.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Please sit down.
Thank you, sir.
Mr. Divyanshu Pal Nagar.
Yes, sir.
So, your name is Divyanshu Pal
Nagar.
and Nagar is your surname.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, you have done aerospace engineering and you did some job also, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
What is this 𝐿 brand?
Sir, it was an online media space aggregator, sir. It was a startup based in Hyderabad and my role was operations manager.
Okay, so you have taken Hindi language. You come from Kota, Rajasthan, and Rajasthan people generally must be speaking Haryanvi, isn't it?
Yes, sir. In some part of Rajasthan, in northern Rajasthan, they generally speak
Haryanvi.
Yes, sir.
So where Haryanvi stands, whether it is Hindi or something else?
Sir, Haryanvi is one of the dialect of Hindi language, sir, which was
So
prevalent.
that means it is emerged from Hindi. By the way, when Hindi was created, Hindi came into being?
Sir, Hindi was there since last 1,000 years in form of various dialects, but sir,
you're saying something else now. Dialect has to be derived from the main language.
yes, sir.
So was Hindi, as on today we talk about Khadi Boli, was there thousands of years before?
Yes, sir. There were some elements in the works of Amir Khusro, but sir, as
Amir Khusro came much later. It is only 13th century, 12th century or something.
sir, it mainly emerged at the times of Bharti Harishchandra in late
That is
19th
much
century.
later even.
Yes, sir. In late 19th century, sir.
But what I am trying to say is Rajasthani Hindi, mother of Hindi or daughter of Hindi?
Sir, I would say it is a sister of Hindi, sir.
Sister of Hindi. I
Yes,
see.
sir.
When Hindi came into being, before that also people spoke languages, communicated. What were the languages they have been communicating in?
Sir, with respect to specifically Hindi or about
Or
any general
languages for that matter. About that, Hindi question will be will emerge from there. They must be communicating with some language.
Yes, sir. Sir, there would have been some kind of images and sounds.
The images
through
sound, I'm talking about language, spoken language. So what Rajasthan, what may have been, people may have been communicating in Kumaon, in Garhwal, in Braj, in Bhojpur, in Awadh. What are the languages they must be talking into before Amir Khusro?
Sir, at that time it was Pali language was also prevalent in
Pali was
those areas.
much older. Sanskrit and Pali was much older. Of course, at that time also people must be speaking something.
Yes, sir. Dingal and Pingal were some of the dialects which people were speaking.
So, do you think Rajasthani was the original language? But people must have been communicating and which they continue even now. And Hindi is imposition by the rulers from outside. Do you agree with that?
Sir, I would say that Rajasthani was the original language of Rajasthan, and sir, it has substantial differences with the mainstream Hindi.
Mainstream Hindi may not have been there at that time. Today it has differences. It has emerged much after that. Tulsidas, he wrote in Ramcharitmanas in which language?
In Avadhi language, sir.
In Avadhi language.
Yes, sir.
Why didn't he write in Hindi? Because Hindi was not there.
Yes, sir.
So these are regional languages. They didn't have their script.
Okay, sir.
Devanagari script was used by all, and in Punjab area, generally they wrote in Persian script. Same language.
Okay, sir.
Now the script has come. I think on the origin you must be a little more careful.
Okay, sir.
People talk about three language formula, but still in UP and say Rajasthan and those areas, some people oppose three language formula as defined by the government. Are you aware of that controversy?
Yes, sir. There is some issue about implementation of three language formula, and sir, that is mainly because of that schools and various educational ecosystem are not very enthusiastic about spending a little extra money in hiring teachers which are proficient in some other language. So, sir,
No, even if they have money, in South you can learn Hindi, English and
mother tongue.
say South Indian language.
Yes, sir.
Mother tongue. In India, in UP or Rajasthan, Hindi, English, and what is the third language?
Sir, some of the schools are going with Sanskrit and some other schools are going with some foreign languages like German, Spanish, Italy,
exactly.
Yes, Italian.
Sanskrit, how many people speak?
Sir, it is very less in number.
Very
Sir.
less. Urdu, how many people speak?
Sir, it has substantial number in some of the schools.
That is where the problem lies.
Okay, sir.
You are excluding Urdu, and that is why Muslims object to that three language formula. We'll come to that quickly. Okay. Rajasthan has. What are the problems of Rajasthan? Can we do SWOT analysis of Rajasthan? Strength and weakness analysis?
Sir, as far as strengths of Rajasthan is considered, it has very good potential in terms of renewable energy. And sir, it has good fossil fuel based energies too. And sir, it has good minerals. And sir, as far as weakness is considered, sir, it has around 60% of land is covered by desert. So there are limitations in terms of agricultural prospects. And sir, apart from it, various social ills are also there, like child marriage and poor status of women. And sir, as far as opportunity are considered, sir, in recent times there are good investment is coming in, and it is also performing very good in terms of education. And sir, threats as far as threats are considered, sir, it is a boundary state, and sir, there are some cross boundary issues and drug problem in some part of Rajasthan, sir.
So that you are talking about social and the threat, international or enemy threats. The threat here was about the society, the overall growth of the society as a whole. Anyway, you mentioned about child marriage. Assam has started implementing something. They are running a campaign to address child marriage issues. Are you aware of that?
Yes, sir.
Do you subscribe to that kind of strategy to remove or address child marriage issues?
Sir, in my opinion, child marriage is a problem which is rooted so much in society and in some cases in culture and tradition too. So instead of having a top-down approach, I think a bottom-up approach and a persuasive approach would have been more desirable, sir.
So, but that is happening. Your Rajasthan is one of the highest child marriages. Orissa is one of the highest. Bihar and Assam very high incidence. But why bottom-up approach is not working? Saying is fine, top-down, but probably bottom-up is failing, and that is why top-down came.
Sir, I believe the best strategy going forward would be having both strategy, a good implementation of Prevention of Child Marriage Act 2006, and as well and apart from it, a strategy which ropes in Panchayati Raj institutions, local bodies, NGOs, and self-help groups.
They are invoking POSCO Act in Assam for controlling child marriage. Do you subscribe to that idea?
Yes, sir. In POSCO Act, the definition of child is a person who is under 18 years of age. So, sir, the crimes which could have been under Prevention of Child Marriage Act, they are also.
No, you are not aware. They are saying 14 to 18, they will use Child Marriage Act. Below 14, they will use POSCO.
Okay,
that is what they are doing.
Okay, sir.
I am saying whether it is, do you subscribe to this kind of harsh measure? Because POSCO is a very strong law, very harsh law.
Yes, sir. In my opinion, sir, a children who is below 14 years of age, sir, POSCO would be correct to implement.
Correct idea. Okay. Now there is a juvenile justice law has been changed, and say if you are doing a heinous crime, even if you are minor, you will be treated as adult. Okay, minor being treated as adult. Here is the guy is a minor, but you are not allowing him to take decision. He can't take decision as adult. He is a minor only. So don't you think there is a contradiction? In one place you say minor is almost as good as adult. In the other say if you don't allow him to take decision of marriage. Do you think there is a contradiction?
Sir, as far as I am aware about Juvenile Justice Act, so there were various instances where these.
Well, that's right. But I'm saying just is the criteria I'm talking about. In one case, your minor is being treated as adult. Here, minor is not treated as at all as adult. He wants to be treated as adult because he is married. He is 18 years, 19, 17 years old, and he has eloped. He loved the girl and married.
Sir, Supreme Court in his one of the judgment has also said that we need consolidation in these 2-3 laws because there are various complexities in implementing these.
So Divyanshu, what was your role in the ADMI brand?
Sir, I worked in the capacity of operations manager, sir.
Okay, can you explain it in the layman language, like what exactly you did there?
Sir, that startup was online market space aggregator. So on one side there were various media owners which were owning hoardings along the roads. So my role was onboarding them on our platform so that their media can be searched by persons who want to conduct their marketing operations.
Okay, so could you use your aerospace engineering knowledge in that ADMI brand?
Knowledge of aerospace can be used in 2 terms. First in direct way and second is in indirect way. Sir, in direct ways, sir, I learned various softwares which helped me in learning the various techniques of data analysis, so which was used in my job. And sir, in direct ways, a engineer is trained in resource optimization and problem solving skills. So sir, those were also used.
Why didn't you go into the core branch of aerospace engineering? Like, why didn't you take up any core job which is exactly related to the aerospace?
Sir, while I was in my college, sir, I realized that my interest does not lie in aerospace engineering. So, sir, I started exploring other options too. So, sir, that's why I.
So, is it because of this reason that since you did not have interest in aerospace engineering, you have very low CGPA of 5.8?
Yes, sir, but there were, apart from this region, sir, there were other regions too. So, for example, sir, in initial semesters, I was involved in extracurricular activities. So, sir, that hampered my CGPA. And, sir, apart from it, my schooling was done in Rajasthan board. And, sir, in college, sir, I faced problem in academics due to that.
So, in Rajasthan board, that you had Hindi medium?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Recently, there was a research paper published by some researchers of IIT Bombay. You must have read about it. That in which they specifically said that most of the IIT students, they go into the non-core branches, and they said that this is because of this reason only, which you are saying, that they are over obsessed with extracurricular activities and the positions of responsibilities. And according to those researchers, these PORs and extracurriculars, they are overhyped, and therefore it needs a rethinking into whether we should actually be spending that much amount in these institutions. What are your comments on
Yes, sir. I believe there is an element of truth in this report, but at the same time, I would say that having a right balance between extracurricular activities as well as core academics should be the way forward, because extracurricular activities also develops various interpersonal skills which would be needed in both jobs, be it a core job or a non-core job. And at the same time, sir, I believe we also need reforms in our job market so that students can be provided with more opportunities in core sector too.
So you don't think that you're doing the aerospace engineering and then doing the work in admin brand, it didn't waste the resources of country? Or to some extent do you think that you actually wasted the resources? You could have properly utilized them in better manner.
Sir, I believe that resources were not wasted, but they are invested in making my personality. And sir, by being a good administrator, that would be my way of paying back to society and government, sir.
Okay. Coming to your paying back to the society, if you are posted in, let's say, Kota district, what improvements you will trying to bring in the coaching industry over there as an administrator?
Sir, in recent years, the problem of suicides is prevalent in coaching industry. So, sir, my chief priority would be solving this problem. First of all, sir, there can be 24/7 helpline numbers can be established, and that can be manned by psychiatrist. So, if a student is feeling distressed, that can he can contact on through that helpline number. And sir, apart from it, various institutionalization of counseling services, so that children can get good mental health solutions for their problems. And sir, apart from it, I would also rope in coaching industries so that they can have favorable policies to refund to children who want to go back to their hometowns, sir. Because yes, sir.
Okay. So last question from my side. You have mentioned your mother's profession is housewife. Many people also mention as homemaker in this. What is the difference between the two?
Sir, according to me, homemaker would be a more respectable term for a woman, sir.
Why so?
Sir, because housewife sounds patriarchal in nature, and sir, homemaker covers in a broad sense the work which women do in house, sir.
Okay. So just like when you also mentioned annual income, your mother is 0. Many of the states are saying that for the work which the women are doing, there should be some kind of notional money which should be given to them. Do you think it should be given to your mother also?
Yes, sir. I think that is a very good idea. And sir, apart from a notional income, the respect and love is also needed, because we cannot put monetary value of monetary value on work which women provides in a house, sir. So both are needed, notional income as well as respect.
So do you agree with the idea that women who are doing the housework in their own home, they should be paid some amount of money by the government or by the husband?
Sir, if we can devise a method through which this can be implemented, then sir, that would be a welcome step. If government can provide a mechanism through which women can be paid for their work in home, so sir, that would be a good step.
If you are asked to devise a mechanism, tell me one.
So one of the problem in this that there is difficulty in categorizing and categorizing the work according to their monetary value, sir. So sir, that is
the problem you are telling. I am
Yes, sir.
asking you to devise a mechanism. Since you agree with the idea, devise a mechanism.
Sir, I'll think about it.
Okay.
So hello Divyanshu.
I'm good, sir.
I'll just pick from where sir had asked you earlier. Have you heard the term Kota Factory?
Yes, sir.
Kota Factory, that was a web series.
Yes, sir.
So do you agree with the term factory? It is a factory.
Sir, Kota factory was in the sense that they are working in a manner that students come there in class 10th or class 6th, 7th, and they are just producing engineers and
Yes,
IITs.
exactly. So they are just killing the curiosity. They are just killing the, trying to understand the basics. They just tell you the mechanism, how to clear the examination or how to solve particular problems rather than understanding the basic concepts. So do you think that this has hampered actually our engineering education?
Yes, sir. I would say that many times students who are there in coaching institutes do not attend schools. So, sir, that has hampered their overall development and in a way their creativity too, sir.
So what is the way out? Should coaching institutes then be regulated, or should be done something about it?
Yes, sir. In my opinion, outright banning would not be a solution. A better,
Of course, yeah.
A better regulation can be there in which.
So what aspects would you regulate?
Sir, if coachings can be provided by their schools itself, which can take care of these examination, then I think that would be a good.
So you are saying that fundamentally there is a gap in the how we are teaching in the classroom and what is the expectation in a competitive exam.
Yes, sir. Because these are very competitive exams and seats are very limited, so students prefer to go to these coaching institutes and not just rely on their schools, sir.
Okay, so you're saying that fundamentally it should be our school education should be
Yes, sir.
enhanced or improved.
Yes,
all right. So you have worked in a remote controlled aircraft model.
Yes, sir.
Can you call it a drone?
Yes, sir. It can be called
What is a drone?
Sir, but in the case of drones, there are it has.
So you can tell me first about the aircraft model. What were the features?
Sir, it was a propeller-driven aircraft model, and which has facility for landing and takeoff. And at the same time, it also had a mechanism in which it was able to drop a payload on its target, sir.
So how is it different from a drone, or is it same as a drone?
So it is mostly same as the drone, but drones generally have vertical takeoff and landing mechanisms, whereas it was it took off from a airstrip, sir. So it was different from that as.
Okay, so propulsion system was a bit different.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you mentioned that it could deliver payload.
Yes, sir.
So what is the current regulation in India regarding drones? Has this particular utility been allowed, to carry, for example, say civilian use to, transport payload? Is this allowed right now in India?
Sir, there are drone rules 2021, and sir, there are various categories in which they have divided the whole airspace in green, yellow and red areas, and sir, civilian operations with some qualifications are allowed in yellow as well as in green airspace, sir.
Okay. So any issues that you recognize in this civilian use? Say for example, an incident happened recently. Drone was carrying out, they were transporting some payload and it fell on a metro track. And it halted the services for quite a long period of time. Do you think that the agency which you are transferring should be held liable?
Sir, I believe there are still some legal vacuums are there in which liability, the provisions for liabilities are not very well defined, and at the same time the air corridors are also not very much defined. So I believe, sir, more objective definitions need to be there, and airspace can also be properly defined so that civilian users.
What is air corridor?
Sir, air corridors can be termed as the path which a drone or any airborne objective instrument takes from going from one space to another space.
What is the benefit? What if the particular object transcends the boundary?
Sir, if air corridors are defined, sir, it would result in smooth functioning of the drones, and there won't be collisions and other accidents.
All right. My last question to you. You said you worked in a startup. There was a provision in budget recently regarding angel tax on startups. Have you heard? Angel tax, what is it?
Sorry, sir, I'm
okay, all right. No issues. That's all from my side. I'll pass on to the next one.
Hello, Divyanshu. You studied in IIT Kanpur.
Yes, sir.
How would you say that Kanpur is different from Kota?
Sir, first of all, in terms of population, the population in Kanpur was huge, whereas in Kota it was not so. And sir, second, in terms of pollution too. Sir, in some of the stretches, Ganga is very polluted in Kanpur, and air pollution is also there, whereas that is not the case in Kota, sir.
So why is Ganga so polluted in Kanpur?
Sir, there are issues with the regulation of industries, sir, and sir, the industrial sewage is being dumped in Ganga, and that has creating problems.
Can you name any specific industry which is in Kanpur which is polluting to the river?
Sir, leather industries were one of the.
And what specifically is it about the leather industry that is polluting the water?
Sir, tanneries in leather industries which they were using to treat the leather, so that was very much polluting.
Are you aware of any steps that have been taken? What is the progress now?
Sir, government has come up with various plans like National Mission to Clean Ganga and Aviral Gram Pariyojana on the for the village which were there on the banks of river Ganges. And sir, that has resulted in improving the overall status. But I think there still remains some gaps.
Okay. And you've done aerospace engineering and you prepared a model aircraft also. Okay, that's good. Recently, we've seen that Air India placed a lot of orders, right? How many was it?
Sir, total 470 aircrafts.
So, Divyanshu, tell me, what is hindering the Indian aircraft manufacturing industry? Why can't we be indigenously producing aircrafts?
Sir, first of all, there is a lack of investment. For example, if we produce an civilian aircraft from scratch, it would cost around $20 billion. And sir, I believe today in India's private sector, the appetite is not that much, especially in this segment. Secondly, sir, there is virtual duopoly of Airbus and Boeing. So, sir, that also hinders the Indian private sector's prospects. And sir, apart from it, there are various complexities in supply chains too. We currently do not have a jet engine of our own. So, sir, that also weakens India's prospects in this regard, sir.
So, in civilian aircraft, do we have any jet engine producing company in India?
Sir, for civilian aircrafts, we are totally dependent on the.
Can you name a few companies that produce jet engines?
Yes, sir. General Electric is there, and Rolls-Royce is there. Pratt & Whitney is also there. CFM is also there.
Okay, that's good. Now, recently in the budget, the capital expenditure has been increased. By what percent was it increased?
Sir, it was increased by 33%.
Okay. Can you tell me that most of this expenditure goes into infrastructure building, right? What are the multifold benefits of infrastructure to the country?
Sir, investment in infrastructure crowds in private investment, and secondly, sir, it also improves the productive capacities of economy. Thirdly, sir, it also lowers the logistic cost. So that results in competitiveness of economy and better prospects in terms of exports too, sir.
Okay. What other benefits apart from the economic benefits?
Sir, there are social benefits too. Sir, for example, if we are building schools and health ecosystem, so that would result in better human resources.
Okay. What else?
And sir, there are benefits in terms of overall innovation ecosystems.
Will it have an impact on the society?
Definitely, sir.
In what ways?
Sir, it creates as a base for social development, sir, in terms of good health and education facilities and better overall per capita income for members of society.
Okay. Have you been following international news?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So recently, some attacks happened in Pakistan. Are you aware of it?
Yes, sir.
So, what was the incident?
Sir, earlier there was attack in mosque, and sir, after that there was also attack in rail, sir, in train.
No, very recently it happened. Few gunmen had an attack. Are you aware of it?
Sorry, sir, I'm not.
What about what is going on with the Russia-Ukraine crisis? What's new there?
Sir, recently President Joe Biden has visited Ukraine and has and had announced that he would continue to stand with Ukraine.
Yes.
And
what
also
was
announced,
Russia's statement on that?
sir, Russia's official statement was that US should stop fanning the war, and it has also detracted itself from START treaty.
Okay, good. So, tell me what, according to you, will be the impact of Biden's visit to Ukraine? Is it a good move, or will it, become more? Will it lead to more complex situations in the war?
Sir, I believe it would lead more complex situation in the war because in the name of Ukraine, the whole of NATO or Western countries are fighting with the Russia, and Russia already has good capacities. So, sir, in a way, it would step up the whole stakes in war, sir.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Divyanshu.
Thank you, sir.
Probably you maybe spend a bit more time in structuring your thoughts. For example, when sir asked you about strengths of Rajasthan, you missed out tourism. I think it's the biggest strength. That's all their economy is based on.
Yes.
So probably, and similarly, when I was asking you about drones versus, eventually you came to that point. But since you had started speaking right from the moment I finished the question, you didn't think it through. Okay, what is the difference? You came it at a later stage, but could have been better if you come to the point directly. So just this minor improvement that you need to work on. You still have a month. Keep revising the current affairs. Work on your DEF. I think you have the ability to do better than what you got last time.
Sure.
So all the best from my side.
Thank you, sir.